anthem, y'all. It looked like Benny spit this boy out. Tiny, you got some explaining to do.
King might not be T.I. real son. According to this, King real dad is a dude named Grimmy. And they said that's why he said T.I. history is a mystery.
Ever woke up with a roach on your face?
Period. No, that's not the goal.
All right, then.
Like the fuck? Man, get out. This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Y'all, the rumors are starting with T.I. The rumors are starting with T.I. It's coming out that King is not his son.
King Harris has been snatching headlines like crazy, and the mess just keeps piling up. The latest chatter, people are whispering that T.I. might not even be King's real father, and the internet is eating it up. This rumor caught fire right after father and son went at it in public during an Atlanta Falcons game. Yes, in front of a packed stadium. Imagine one of hip-hop's most famous families unraveling under the bright lights with fans recording every second for the world to see. Screaming, live streaming, and jaw-dropping revelations. This is family drama at its wildest. It kicked off when King, already known for having a short fuse, got caught on Instagram Live beefing with a man in the stands. Instead of calming down, he turned it all the way up, yelling, "I stand on business," like he had something to prove. But I wasn't here for it. The rapper stormed in, telling his son he was embarrassing the family by trying too hard to play the tough guy. And then came the shocker. I put King in a headlock right there in front of everyone.
Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? I used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
You cried like a baby to go to your grandma's house.
Every day.
You used to hold your breath and throw tantrums to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside.
He was sucker pacified. He was 12 years old. He didn't do that at the
Man, get out.
But you can't do nothing with me.
Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. The move was supposed to show King who's in charge, but hours later, King hit back on Instagram, firing shots at his dad with bold lines like, "I don't care who you are, I'm a grown man." Now, if I was a mistake, say that one statement sent social media into a frenzy.
A day of my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
I used to have to come to my grandma's house.
Was this just a spoiled celebrity kid throwing another tantrum, or was King exposing something way deeper? And let's not forget, this isn't King's first headline-grabbing moment. People still remember when he went viral for disrespecting Waffle House employees, talking down to them like he was untouchable, just because his dad is T.I.
This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Stop talking to him, please.
Who the hell is he?
A person that works with.
What's your name?
What's your name?
My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. That file show.
You'd think King would get checked when he steps out of line. But shockingly, T.I. actually defended his son's behavior instead of holding him accountable. That only added to the picture of King being spoiled and entitled, like rules don't apply to him.
You can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Call who you need to call, do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me and mine on the motherfucking flyer, give me everything. And if you can't, don't play with me. I don't know if y'all from here, but don't play with me in this city. My motherfucking city. Don't play with me in this city.
Remember when King went viral with the homeless man challenge? He dared a man on the street to eat one of those banned fiery hot chips and promised him $50 if he could go 5 minutes without water. The man was clearly in pain, coughing and struggling, but instead of showing an ounce of empathy, King laughed in his face like it was pure entertainment. Fans were disgusted and dragged him all over social media, but King refused to apologize. He stood tall on his actions, acting like he was too important to ever admit he was wrong. And now, after his explosive meltdown at the Falcons game, King is pointing fingers at his dad again, accusing T.I. of abandoning him in the hood and even hinting at abuse. A lot of fans brushed it off, calling it nothing but clout chasing. After all, how could King play the abandoned in the hood card when he had a millionaire father, private estates, and luxury at his fingertips? But here's where things got messy. Receipts started popping up. Photos, clips, and stories showing that King actually did spend most of his childhood living with his grandmother, right in the hood. Even with rich parents, he wasn't always under T.I.'s roof. And the wild part, even though King was surrounded by kids who didn't have much, he stood out because his parents still spoiled him with money, gifts, and privileges that nobody else had. That twist shocked everybody, flipping the narrative upside down. King himself admitted that the only time he really saw his dad was when it was time to film Family Hustle.
Yeah, man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. Yeah, come get.
And so I would say what hurt me would be like, I'm honestly like my mom being like with Tip all the time.
Damn.
Like,
Timestamp that.
not timestamp that. I feel like even now and today, like that's how it is. Like they're just tied to the hip. But now I'm grown, so it's like I can't really. But it's like they'd rather go places with each other. So anytime he gotta go, she gotta go. She gotta go, he go. It's just like.
As soon as the cameras cut, King went right back to living with his grandma. And here's the kicker. He wasn't the only one. Reports claim that none of T.Y.'s kids actually lived with him full time. They'd just pop in for the show, smiling for the cameras while the world believed the perfect family act. Even Zonique, Tiny's daughter, once admitted she mostly lived with her grandmother, while T.I. and Tiny were busy jet-setting, enjoying their own lifestyle. Fans quickly pieced it together. Was T.I. putting the spotlight before his kids? Social media began dragging him, accusing the rapper of painting a picture-perfect household for TV while leaving the real parenting to other family members. Then came the real bombshell. Rumors started swirling that King told close friends I wasn't even his biological father. According to whispers, that's the root of King's anger, why he lashes out whenever T.I. tries showing him love in public. To King, it all feels fake, like an act for the crowd, while behind closed doors their bond is cold and distant. Things got even wilder when photos of a man named B. Anthony went viral. Fans couldn't ignore how much he looked like King. It was uncanny. The internet exploded with speculation. Was Tiny secretly tied to this man? Could B. Anthony actually be the real father behind King Harris's growing identity crisis? The gossip threads couldn't stop spinning. Suddenly, this wasn't just the story of a celebrity kid acting rebellious. It turned into whispers of family secrets, hidden truths, and a young man feeling like an outsider in his own home, despite the fame and fortune that surrounded him. That's the heartbreaking part. King might have grown up with money, but between the hood with his grandma and the fake smiles on TV, his childhood looks far from glamorous. It's no wonder King Harris is scarred and searching for answers. The deeper you dig into his story, the more it feels like a messy reality show spilling into real life. After that explosive Falcons game showdown with his dad, the whole conversation shifted. Suddenly, it wasn't just about a spoiled celebrity kid. It was about family secrets unraveling in public, and people can't stop dissecting every detail. King's claim that he was left in the hood while T.I. enjoyed a lavish lifestyle split fans right down the middle. Some argue King is just exaggerating, trying to boost his rap image by selling himself as a street-raised underdog. But others say, hold on. The footage, the testimonies from family members, and even old clips all point to King actually spending most of his childhood with his grandmother in the hood. That paints a way different picture than the glossy family hustle narrative. And here's where things get even messier. King's bond with T.I. looks more like occasional TV moments than a real father-son connection. That tension alone could explain the constant clashes. But when you throw in whispers that T.I. might not even be his biological father, everything blows up into full-blown scandal.
King might not be T.I. real son. According to this, King real dad is a dude named Grimmy. And they said that's why he said T.I. history is a mystery. And then they said somebody need to call Morgue. And lots of people believe it because they saying King don't look like T.I. But me looking at the pictures, I think King look like T.I. Here go a family picture when they was younger, and King still looked like he could be T.I.'s son. But I understand why people saying this, because King do look like him more than T.I. Don't cap, if y'all saw these two next to each other, you would think this was King's dad. And y'all know Tiny had to speak out on this whole situation. And if you want DoorDash or trying to make extra bread from a game, click where it say tap here inside the caption. And once you tap it, it's gonna take you to my second page. Then click the link that the arrows is pointing to and get what you need. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody knew that she was gonna say that is all cap 100%. She said she don't even know folks like that if she being 100. And me personally, I believe her, because if you look at Tiny and T.I., it looked like if they made something, it looked like that.
Take King's outbursts, for example, when he snapped at his dad with, "Stop making the world think you with me when you don't." It suddenly hits way harder when people believe there might be truth behind the rumor. Fans stop brushing it off as just teenage rebellion. Now it feels like pain spilling over in front of millions. And of course, internet detectives got busy fast. Side-by-side photos of B. Anthony next to King Harris started flooding social media. And the resemblance? Absolutely undeniable. People are convinced this is more than gossip. It might be the real family secret hiding in plain sight. Fans started flooding timelines with side-by-side photos, throwing captions like, "Y'all telling me this ain't King's real daddy?" And just like that, the comment section went into chaos. The craziest part? Tiny, King's mom, has stayed completely silent. Not a word to deny, not a word to confirm. That silence only made the whispers louder. Because let's be real, if she had shut it down with a strong statement, the speculation might have slowed. Instead, the mystery keeps growing by the day. While the rumors swirl, King isn't exactly helping his own case with the way he moves in public. From belittling Waffle House workers to that heartless chip challenge with a homeless man, his actions scream reckless more than they do serious artist. To a lot of people, he looks like he's chasing clout instead of chasing growth. Critics call it a desperate attempt to boost his rap career, treating shock value like a shortcut to fame. But others see something deeper. They argue King's behavior isn't just trend chasing, it's pain talking. Pain from not having steady guidance, from always questioning his place in the family, from trying to prove he's built tough enough to stand on his own. You can feel it every time he screams, "I stand on business," like it's not just a phrase, but a shield he hides behind. Respect isn't just what he wants from the streets. It's what he's begging to get from his own father. The Falcons game made that clear as day, King shouting, T.I. checking him, and that headlock that instantly turned into a viral meme. To the public, it looked like discipline gone wrong. But to King, it felt like humiliation, another reminder that his dad only puts him in check when the cameras are rolling. That's why his Instagram rant afterward cut so deep. When he said, "If I was a mistake, say that. It wasn't just drama, it was raw pain spilling out for millions to watch." And here's the kicker. King isn't the only one who felt overlooked. Zonique once admitted she stayed with her grandma because Tiny and T.I. were always too busy traveling. Piece by piece, this paints a whole different picture of the Harris empire. Parents building fame and fortune while their kids had to figure life out without the steady love and guidance everyone assumed was there. Fans who grew up glued to family hustle are now waking up to a harsh reality. That happy family they thought they knew might have been nothing but smoke and mirrors. And that stings because people invested years into believing the Harris household was picture perfect. Now the curtain's been pulled back and it's messy. What really takes things to another level is how T.I. handles King. Sometimes he's in full defense mode, like during the Waffle House fiasco, brushing off his son's disrespect as if it was no big deal. But then other times, he's quick to check King in public, like at the Falcons game where he put him in that headlock in front of everyone. That back and forth treatment leaves King feeling singled out and fans questioning whether their bond is real or just for the cameras. Add the paternity rumors on top, and now every move looks suspect. When T.I. hugs King on camera, critics label it fake. When King lashes out, they claim he's spilling the truth. It's turned into a vicious cycle of mistrust, and every round plays out online for millions to watch like it's reality TV. And don't think the rap world hasn't noticed. Instead of being judged on his bars, King is judged on his bloodline. People question whether he's really from the streets, whether he's just another entitled kid, and whether T.I. is even his real father. That cloud follows him everywhere, overshadowing his music before it even gets a chance to breathe. Some call it the curse of being born to celebrity parents. No matter what you do, the world already wrote your story. But in King's case, the story is darker. Rumors of betrayal, inconsistent parenting, and haunting questions of identity. That's not just family drama. That's heavy baggage for any young artist trying to make his mark in the industry. The big question now is, where does King Harris go from here? His story has grown way past family drama. It's become a case study in what happens when fame, fortune, and fractured bonds collide in the spotlight. On paper, King had it all. His dad is a hip-hop legend, his mom is a successful singer, and the Harris name holds weight across the culture. But reality tells a much different story. King grew up torn between two worlds, spending time in the hood with his grandmother, then stepping into the bright lights of T.Y. and Tiny's fame. That split left him battling an identity crisis that keeps exploding in public. One day he's flexing his status as a rapper's son. The next he's trying to convince everyone he's cut from the struggle. That back and forth confuses fans, but it also exposes why King lashes out so often. He's desperate to build a narrative that feels authentic, even if it clashes with the life people assume he lived. And that might explain why he leans into conflict and chaos. Every meltdown, every viral moment, it keeps the cameras on him while he's still trying to figure out who he really is. But here's the elephant in the room, the paternity rumor. The whisper that T.I. might not even be King's real father has already changed how the world sees them. Every hug, every argument, every rant, it all gets dissected through a lens of suspicion. If King truly believes T.I. isn't his dad, then his rebellion stops looking like immaturity and starts looking like resentment years in the making. Think about it. How would you feel being told the world sees T.I. as your father while privately feeling abandoned or overlooked? That's enough to light the fuse behind the anger we keep seeing from King. And when pictures of B. Anthony surfaced, showing an undeniable resemblance, fans latched onto it like proof. In today's internet age, once a rumor feels real, it doesn't just trend, it spreads like wildfire, rewriting reputations in the blink of an eye. For King Harris, every move he makes gets torn apart, not just as a young rapper trying to get his shine, but as the son caught in one of hip-hop's messiest family secrets. That's a heavy burden for anyone, especially for someone still trying to carve out their lane in a cutthroat music industry. But here's the wild truth. Scandals like this can either destroy careers or create legends. Some artists learn how to flip controversy into fuel, pouring their pain into music that fans feel deep in their chest. If King leans into the raw truth of his journey, whether it's growing up without his father's steady presence, feeling abandoned, or constantly fighting for respect, he could transform all that chaos into a sound that sets him apart. The industry craves authenticity, and King's path, as messy as it looks, is undeniably real. That rawness could be his secret weapon. But here's the risk. If King keeps spiraling, disrespecting workers, humiliating the homeless, and chasing clout with reckless antics, his image might collapse before his music even gets a chance to speak. Fans are quick to cancel, and once the streets label you a fraud, it's almost impossible to bounce back. Right now, King stands at a crossroads. Down one path, he becomes just another celebrity kid remembered for scandals and viral outbursts. Down the other, he takes control of the narrative, flips the pain into power, and earns respect for his talent instead of his last name. And let's not forget, T.I. has a role in this story too. If he really wants to repair things with his son, it's going to take more than flashy TV appearances and headlocks in public. That kind of discipline only cuts deeper. What King needs is steady guidance, not staged moments for the cameras. Whether T.I. is truly his biological father or not, stepping up in a real way could be the one move that changes everything. What King Harris really seems to be craving isn't the flashy moments or the staged hugs for the cameras. It's consistency, love, and real guidance when the spotlight isn't on. Whether T.I. is his biological father or not, there's still a chance for him to step up as the man King can actually lean on, instead of the figure King feels like he has to rebel against. Because let's be honest, a father-son bond is way deeper than blood. It's about presence, respect, and trust. But until that bond is repaired, the chaos won't stop. The drama will keep boiling. The meltdowns will keep spilling online, and the headlines will keep multiplying. Fans can't look away because this story is raw, unpredictable, and dripping with secrets that refuse to stay hidden. The Harris family once sold us the picture-perfect household on Family Hustle. But now the cracks are on full display for the entire world to see. King's future hangs by a thread. Will he rise as a respected artist who channels his pain into music that hits the culture hard? Or will he end up as just another cautionary tale of a celebrity kid who lost control before his career ever truly started? Right now, the choice is his, but the world is watching every step, and one thing's for sure, This isn't the last time you'll hear King Harris's name tied to scandal, family secrets, and jaw-dropping drama that refuses to stay behind closed doors. So what's your take? Is King out here being reckless, or is this a cry for help that's being ignored? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, share this with your people, and don't forget to subscribe for more. And before you go, make sure you check out the next video you'll see on the screen for even more shocking celebrity drama.